What is up, YouTube? Frosty Hobidon here, and before we get started, I have to say what took me so long. Yeah, I had a lot of work to do. This took a long time. This took a while for me to do reaction videos. I had work. What kept me so late is that why I haven't uploaded videos of an MLP reaction, death battle, or a comic book review, or any other reviews, and what people want me to request the reviews. I have family emergencies. A certain relative of mine, my grandmother, she's been in the hospital. I have to be there for her, and yeah, I have to be there for her. So yeah, so the reason why I'm been late lately, I've been basically busy with family issues. I had to take care of my grandmother. My grandmother's been my main priority. My relatives do not want me to do any reaction videos for a while, just to focus on my grandmother, which I'm willing to drop and help her out, but that also run the risk of my own channel might going down. And my brother's been using my computer for schoolwork. So now you know the heads up. This is a death battle of Lucy versus Carnage. So this death battle is on ScrewAttack.com. Go check out the link in the description down below. I basically do not show what's going to happen in this death battle, but we're going to find out anyway. So in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, we have a brand new Death Battle t-shirt on the ScrewAttack/Rooster Teeth store. Head to store.roosterteeth.com.
Music owned by Sonic Forces. Background music owned by Sonic Forces. I need to get my video sponsored. I don't think sponsors even know who I am.
There's no real limit to crazy.
Like Carnage, Marvel's dangerously insane psychopath.
That's true.
Lucy, the messed up murder lady from Elfenlied.
I watched.
It's German.
Yeah, whatever. He's
love this series.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, animated and pixels.
Cletus Cassidy didn't have the chance to be a well-adjusted adult because his entire family was already crazy. While Cletus was just a boy, his father got sent to jail for killing his mother.
Oh.
Which he did because she had tried to kill Cletus.
Which she did because Cletus had tortured and killed her dog Fifi.
Well, go,
oh,
Miss
wow.
Cassidy. All dog murderers deserve death, even if
His
they're
family
mean.
is crazy.
Right, Jack Spaniels? Good boy. Oh, and Cletus murdered his grandma too, because she was kind of a bitch.
He didn't stop there and wound up burning down his own orphanage. Years later, he was finally arrested.
Cletus believed his mother died protecting him from his father. However, his strong posthumanist feelings for his mother may have caused memory syndrome.
And convicted.
Sorry, I had to read that.
Murders.
You mean the 11 murders they knew about?
Yeah.
But while in prison, Cletus found that he wasn't alone. In fact, his cellmate
Eddie
just so
Brock.
happened to be Eddie Brock.
My favorite anti-venom. Anti-hero. Anti-venom.
That ink
That's
is
funny.
actually a symbiotic
That is a
alien
thing,
known as a
anti-venom.
Centaur. This symbiote bonded with Eddie, transforming him into a powerful and violent rival for the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
But what Eddie didn't
It
know
also
was
get his craziness from
it
Deadpool.
was pregnant. Oh, time to go out for cigarettes, Eddie.
Well, symbiotes
Oh,
actually
wow.
reproduce asexually. When Eddie became Venom once again, the symbiote sort of oozed out its spawn and left it there.
Just like me and my dad.
I need to
Well,
read that
this
when I
new
get
symbiote
when I pause it.
attached itself to Cletus,
But y'all don't want me to
unlike
pause
the
it,
Venom
so
one, it merged
sorry.
through a cut on his
I can't
skin,
read that
creating
information.
this suit made out of blood. Ew.
Y'all might read it at the
That
original
doesn't seem sanitary.
And together
video.
they became Carnage.
A fitting name for a psycho mass murderer. Cletus and his new symbiote quickly got up to what they knew best, creating
All I know is that
Carnage.
Carnage is stronger than Spider-Man and
with
Venom
his new
combined.
superpowers, he was a vicious force to be reckoned with. He has the same superhuman strength, speed, and durability as Venom, and supposedly even greater. Like
It's greater.
Venom 2.0.
He can shapeshift to make all sorts of killer weapons, like axes, swords, and spikes. He can even rip those weapons off himself or launch them at his victims. Have you ever tried ripping your fingers off and throwing them at people?
No.
That's kind of what Carnage does.
The symbiote can also reach out with dozens of chaotic, blood-soaked tendrils, perfect for strangling the people he doesn't want to see anymore. With a single touch, Carnage can infect a person with a portion of his symbiote. controlling or torturing them at his leisure.
Oh,
He
wow.
has unbelievable regeneration.
That's painful for Venom
even
and
if somebody
other
finds
human
a way
beings.
to disable his suit, the Carnage symbiote lives inside his bloodstream and
Ouch.
can come back out through something as meager as a paper cut.
Also,
Okay.
the symbiote literally sees everything around it. It's kind of like wearing a suit made of eyeballs.
But
That's a
let's
Power
say
Ranger
you're able
film.
to dodge his projectiles, outrun the tendrils, and get out of sight from the eyeball suit. You're still not safe.
Of
He
course you're
will
not.
catch you because he can sprout wings and fly.
What the hell? Since when?
Since realizing that shapeshifting is a really useful ability.
Yeah.
So he's able to fly, he's totally aware of everything around him, and he's full of blood? This guy's like a giant mosquito of death.
Oh, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Sure.
That
Carnage
series
has
gotten
said
better
he's at least
throughout.
10 times faster than the
It's
average
throughout.
man.
It's
But
throughout.
that's
Throughout.
pretty modest because Venom has shown he can move fast enough to catch up to a bullet after it's fired. And Carnage is frequently shown to be as fast or even faster than him.
What is this
puts
art
Carnage
style?
over 1,500 miles per hour, over twice the speed of sound.
That is
He's lifted
fast.
a 50-ton tank, and he can overpower Spider-Man, whose best supported strength feat was lifting that giant machine thing that weighed as much as a 1965 locomotive.
That
which
is
would put it
true.
around 130 tons.
And you know those weird tendril things crawling around his body? When he wanted to find a missing journalist in New York, he climbed to the top of the Empire State Building and just stretched them all out over the city.
He found her by this
Oh,
coastline.
yeah, that's
this
crazy.
building nearby looks a lot like the consolidated Edison plant between 14th and 15th Street.
It
That's
is.
about 2 miles
Where do you
away.
think the Marvel Universe is
And
based
as a
off of
thank
New
you
York?
for saving her, she shot Carnage in the head. Well, fine. Save your own ass next time, lady.
I don't blame
He
her.
was fine. Carnage's durability doesn't come from a sturdy build. Instead,
On
his
Spider-Man
form is
Unlimited.
malleable and somewhat fluid. Technically, his human body still exists somewhere in that mass of blood, flesh, and writhing tentacles, but even when he's hit by
Oh.
a train, struck by missiles, or blasted apart by a tritium bomb, he can always just pull himself back together.
So long as there's a piece of
All
him
right.
still around. Given the size of that blast, it looks like Carnage survived a blast worth 125 tons of TNT.
Very impressive. Also, he once smothered and survived a gene bomb designed to wipe out all of humanity except mutants.
He's even survived being ripped in half and thrown into space. Seriously, what kills this guy?
All
He
right.
does share the same weaknesses as other symbiotes.
Deadpool
namely
used
extremely
sound.
loud noises and heat.
Well, until he traded the sound one for a weakness against some Cthulhu-looking magic.
Yeah.
Carnage has
So
been
he's no
through
longer
a
weak
lot,
against
but when two
sound, but
minds as
fire
one,
will finish
he
him off.
always gets back up to keep doing what he loves.
Killing people.
Murder, and, you know, more murder.
Carnage is
Yes, you are. Before I pause this, I'm sorry for stopping. They say that Carnage is not weak against fire anymore. That's only because Norman Osborn took the Carnage symbiote and injected with them with the new Goblin serum. And Norman Osborn was in control of the Carnage symbiote, not Cassidy. So they're not adding that in there. So, in case you're wondering, Carnage should not be weak against fire. That was all Norman Osborn's doing, and Norman was in control. They're doing Cletus Cassidy at his prime, so we're not taking an upgrade from Norman Osborn because Norman Osborn was in control of the suit. So now you know. He became
There
the
are
Red
some
Goblin.
mysteries the world holds
And
which
got
no
beat
one is meant
still.
to know. Every day, something, somewhere, comes ever closer to destroying everything you hold dear. One
I remember
such
this
secret
anime.
is the Dicloni.
No big deal. They're just a race of crazy people who want to infect human beings to make more Dicloni and then wipe out all of humanity. Oh, look at the
Yay.
cute little horns. They look like kitty ears.
To accomplish this, the Dicloni would have to rely on their queen, Carnage, better known as Lucy.
Luckily for everyone, some important people figured this out and captured her. And now it's time for your only warning.
I see.
Right, Lucy's methods, let's just say they're not for the faint of heart.
No, it's
And
not.
let's also say that those lucky important people were about to get very, very unlucky.
A lot of people died, as well as innocent civilians who were being nice to her. They still get
Jesus
killed.
Christ, what's happening?
To truly understand,
Oh,
let's
man.
take a step back. As an infant, Lucy was abandoned by her parents and left alone to suffer a life of constant discrimination.
It was the horns, wasn't it?
Right. Even
Yeah,
the
those little
average
kids
kid
are
makes growing up in an
douchebags.
orphanage, but it was especially painful for her.
Well, they pick on
Elsie
her
found a stray puppy
mostly.
and decided to take care of it. That adorable little
Aw.
critter and her became best friends. And then the other kids from the orphanage went out and beat it to death and forced her to watch.
I hated this. Like, they have nothing else to do but to beat up this
Well,
to make this girl's life miserable.
Everyone. Go ahead, Lucy. Tear up those little bastards.
Yeah, she killed them all.
Whoa. Damn.
This was the first time Lucy unleashed her psychokinetic vectors. As a Diclonius queen, Lucy is meant to
She
use
even
these
killed
vectors
the
to
other girl who
infect
was her
ordinary
best
human
friend.
beings with the Diclonius virus.
Oh, but she uses them for so much more.
Oh
For
yeah.
simplicity's sake, think of the vectors as invisible arms which can sprout from Lucy's back.
Lucy can use up to 28 vectors with a normal range of about
28
6 to 7
vectors.
feet. When she gets really serious, her horns grow.
She has
and the
really
vectors
50
get
vectors.
Way longer and stronger.
She can vibrate her
They can range
vectors
up to
at
30
different
feet,
frequencies, and
36
each level
feet.
of vibration has different effects.
Kind of like that thing that my ex-wife had on the nightstand. that
No.
I thought was one of those crazy pens.
At low
No.
frequencies, her vectors can pass through objects with no effect. At a medium frequency, the vectors become solid, like extendable hands, while still completely invisible. These can be used
She
as
is
shields
terrifying.
and lift heavy objects.
Oh man, if I had those things, I'd be messing with people all the time. Like tying their shoes from across the room.
What is that little
Also,
dance they're doing?
Since this seems to be a thing in this episode, she can fly.
It's not really flying, she's just lifting herself off the ground. With the third frequency, Lucy turns her vectors
That
into
poor
invisible
woman
blades.
and
These can cut through
that
people
boy's
and
little
bend
sister.
metal.
I feel
And with the
sorry to
last
get
and
killed by
highest
Lucy.
frequency, Lucy gets explosive.
Accidentally.
No, really. At this level, they finally become visible and can strike with enough force to detonate. Damn.
That
Don't call this
is
chick the queen for nothing.
that is
Unfortunately, Lucy is
nuclear
not always
levels
in control
of
what
dangerous.
She does. Turns out she has developed several alternate personalities.
Yeah,
Oh,
getting
yeah,
shot in
she
the head
does.
can do that to you.
That injury specifically created New, a passive, almost childlike persona which exists as a coping mechanism for
New.
Lucy's trauma. As New, Lucy would finally find friends and began forging a path toward hopeless redemption.
Unlike her third
She's so
personality,
adorable.
the so-called DNA voice, which constantly whispers in her ear that she's got a job to do. Kill
Oh.
them all, Lucy, before they hurt more puppies. Ooh.
Oh, come on, Boomstick.
She could do it too. Lucy's fast
Yeah, she
enough to
can.
block bullets from a point-blank range. And once, she actually saved herself from a bullet after she had already been shot. As in,
What?
while the bullet was traveling between her skin and her heart.
It looks like she's getting shot by an MP5, which fires bullets at nearly
Okay.
900 miles per hour.
With her body type, the
She
distance
survived
between
that.
Lucy's skin and heart is less than an inch, probably around 2.4 centimeters. Given the bullet speed and the distance her vector would have to reach from her back before the bullet hit her heart, her vector had to move nearly 1,900 miles per hour. That's over twice the speed of sound.
She
That's
can throw
insane.
a pen through a guy's skull. Brutal. And even tossed this giant boulder.
When compared to this guy, Bando, whom we know is 6 feet tall, we can determine the boulder weighs about 75 tons. Her vectors are also tough enough to block a missile from the Air Force. While the
Interesting.
exact model of missile is unspecified, it is fairly large and likely
What took
an
me so long to
air-to-surface
make these
type.
battles?
I bet it's one of
Like
the
I
Air
said,
Force's SLAM, or
my real
standoff
life-
land attack
my
missile
real life
built
keep me
off the
busy
back of the
away
Navy's
from this.
Harpoon missile. In
I want to
fact,
keep
the
my channel
Harpoon
alive
is
as I
used
can, so
against a
please,
different
I would
Diclonius
appreciate
at
if you
one
show some
point.
more support.
So this beast slammed into her vector at 500
Hit the notification
miles per
bell.
hour with a 1,000-pound explosive yield, and it didn't even phase her. Even without
Wow.
a vector shield, she survived a pretty nasty explosion herself, though it did knock her out.
Impressive, but how about the time she punched through an island? A strike literally compared to nuclear fusion. This kicked up a 100
Okay,
foot
nuclear-
tidal wave
a nuclear
and a 9.2
explosion.
magnitude earthquake. A level so high, there's only been 4 comparable quakes ever recorded.
Her vectors can be as wide as buildings and reach into outer space.
Dang.
Except that's about when Lucy reaches her limit.
Right. As a Diclonius, Lucy has a few severe weaknesses. Her
Okay.
vectors can be nullified if she's struck in the forehead, or if one of her horns are broken.
Okay.
Also, if Lucy pushes herself too hard, she starts to melt. Kinda like ice
Didn't
cream
know
in
that.
the Texas sun.
They going with the
It's
manga,
not pretty.
getting manga
She's
information.
just a big puddle of goop with a face, but she's still a total badass, even at her meltiest.
While suffering agonizing pain, she was capable of single-handedly halting a massive military threat, while healing and protecting the person she loved most. Perhaps redemption wasn't so hopeless after all.
Hey, let's watch her kill some more people.
Oh boy. Of course, Boomstick
All
would.
right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, you'd be crazy not.
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing. Hold on. Death battle right away. So let's just get this over with. I got plenty more videos to do. Aww. Aww. That doesn't sound right. New, you gonna? I usually root for the good guys here, but New is more like neutral. There it is.
Die.
Oh wow. This is gonna be tricky for you, Lucy, because I'm not sure what this is gonna do. Alright, Carnage. Sure. A lot of people rooted for Carnage because they don't know anything about Lucy. Is when I said that because when it was first introduced, when they were first announcing this. Oh wow. They I see all the comments in the last death battle, they say they root for Carnage, and they don't know who Lucy is. Well, we're gonna find out today. I have not uploaded a new video for 3 weeks, and what took its place was a bunch of reruns, re-uploads of old videos to keep this channel alive as I can. Oh. She holds him in place and attacks.
It's raining. You're bleeding. Carnage is starving.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
Get back.
Oh, good. Oh, she can detonate her arms. They did say that.
Does it hurt yet? Don't worry.
Oh, pin him down.
Out of your misery.
Then supernova. Yep. Is that it? Oh, I guess it was. A nuclear punch. How to do it.
First those kids at the orphanage, then Cletus. Lucy really hates dog killers, and for
I
good
don't blame
reason.
her.
Carnage was a challenging opponent.
He did kill
It was
he did kill a
incredibly difficult
dog.
for Lucy to deal any lasting damage against him.
He had the durability advantage in the bag, though Lucy fighting
That's
as a
true.
puddle proved she could take a lot of pain and keep on fighting. Sadly, Carnage came up short in pretty much everything else.
How so?
Right, Carnage.
To me,
was
I was that
tough,
she has the
but
best
not
attack
invincible.
and
Even his
defense.
surviving that gene bomb isn't quite as impressive as it sounds. Since he had no other feats to even remotely back up planetary level durability, and the bomb was more
That
akin to a
is true.
biological weapon anyway. While Carnage's
normal
tendrils could pass
explosion
speeds of Mach
and
2, Lucy's
that's
vectors
it.
once reached into outer space.
I haven't
By
seen
timing her
I haven't
accompanying
seen
monologue
Carnage
and comparing
survive
the longest vector's length to the
nuclear or
curvature of
supernova
Earth, It's clear
explosions.
she reached over 2,400 miles in 20 seconds max.
Way longer than Carnage's 2-mile feet.
That
All
is
this
true.
means her vectors were moving at least 440,000 miles per hour.
That's
More than 500 times the speed of sound and 250 times faster than Carnage.
all
Good
right.
luck getting past that. And this was really the biggest hurdle.
And you can't even
Lucy's
see
redonkulous
it
speed
coming.
and
That's the
Carnage's
terrifying
healing
part about
powers,
Lucy.
it all boiled
You
down
can't
to
see
one
her
thing.
vectors coming.
Who could hit the killing blow first? I mean, Carnage Carnage could respawn from scraps, so the only way to beat him for good was to totally vaporize him.
And Lucy had the perfect answer to that. Remember that time she hit an island so hard
That's
she
the
caused
move
a
she
9.2
used on
magnitude
them.
earthquake and a 100-foot tall tidal wave? Such a feat would require an enormous amount of explosive energy, approximately 31,000 tons of TNT.
Lucy is
similar to
strong,
the
not
bomb
to
that
be.
hit Hiroshima.
It's
Lucy's
literally
not to be
compared
underestimated.
nuclear fusion in the Elfen Lied manga.
Elfin lead, it's German.
The point is, in order to beat Carnage for good, Lucy needed to totally obliterate him, and she could do that.
The heat
Alright.
produced within the initial impact of a nuclear explosion can reach temperatures up to 180,000 degrees Fahrenheit. More than 18 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
Yeah, that's enough
And
to
top
finish off
heat
Carnage.
was Carnage's biggest weakness. Even if
It
Lucy's
is.
explosive force was just a fraction of this, it would still have been far too much for him.
She just needed
Fire
to smack
is
him
Carnage's
before he
biggest
could power
weakness
through her
until
vectors,
Norman
which
Osborn took the
chances were pretty
symbiote
slim
and
for that
added
happening
the
anyway, because there's
Joker
a bunch of
syndrome-
them and they're
not
so
Joker,
damn fast.
Goblin
Hitting
syndrome.
Carnage with a big explosion
The Goblin
punch
serum
was way easier.
upgrade
Cletus
to
and his symbiote
give
may
it
have had
no
the
weaknesses
endurance,
against
but
fire,
Lucy's
and
spaceworthy speed,
Norman Osborn was in
overwhelming
control just to
presence,
get
and
revenge on
nuclear strength
Spider-Man's
won the
family
day.
and his
She
family.
dealt the carnage needed for a total victory and took the lead. There, I said it right, Wiz. Happy?
The winner is Lucy.
Congratulations, Lucy.
Thanks for watching,
You
and
beat
if you enjoyed
Carnage.
the fight, you can get a first membership and watch our commentary by clicking that box over there.
Thank
Alright,
you,
I'll-
Chad.
I'll
and if you want
subscribe.
the battle music from this episode, you can get it in the
Wait, you're
link
not
in the
Chad.
description below. You're not Chad.
Alright, who's next? Optimus Prime versus Gundam. That was Death Battle. That was Lucy versus Carnage. Lucy came out on top, and she had the ability to basically punch Carnage with a nuclear explosion. Literally, her punches with her vectors can cause a nuclear explosion. That's enough to finish him off. Plus, like I said, Carnage is weak against fire. He took away his weakness to sound by voodoo magic or something, because we see Deadpool using sound waves to knock him out last time I saw. And like I said, he took the Carnage symbiote itself, had no weakness to fire anymore because of Norman Osborn had control of the symbiote. And that happened in the last comic of Spider-Man, where Norman Osborn wanted revenge on Peter Parker and his family and tried to kill his family and friends because he knew his identity back then. And Spider-Man had help from Venom getting him the black suit, which, spoiler alert, it led to the death of Flash Thompson, anti-Venom. Flash Thompson gave his life saving Miles, Silk, and the others so Spider-Man can defeat him. And it was also the one time Jonah Jameson actually learns Spider-Man's identity and finally acknowledges him as a hero. And as Peter Parker forgave him. He forgives Octavius and Eddie Brock because they helped out saving Peter's family as well. It was one of my favorite Spider-Man comics that I enjoyed. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry it took so long. I had 3 weeks of not uploading new videos because so much has happened. I was never allowed to do re-recording, and it held me back. And I still got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work to record, a lot of stuff to do. And don't worry, the death battle between Goku versus Superman will happen. I will do that if I get the chance. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction video. Like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments down below. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Deviantart, and Discord server. Hit the notification bell and subscribe. Let's hope we reach up to 1,000 subscribers. I really need your help. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you all. Take care. Have a great day. Be safe. And the old slang. Stay frosty, everyone.